Welcome back to Central Valley Talk. This is our senior section, the period we reserve to talk about seniors, talk to seniors. I'm actually a senior citizen myself. I got a lot of things being held in place here, but trust me, I am. We've asked an expert on dog training to come in, Don Lawrence from Happy Dog Basic Obedience. Welcome, yes. Don. And at some point, maybe we'll get your dog in there, or maybe we won't, but you have a beautiful, is it a chocolate lab there?
Chocolate lab.
Chocolate lab. Are labs particularly smart?
Labs are wonderful. And people always ask me, what's the smartest dog? I really don't know, because everyone I've encountered is super intelligent. Okay. And a lot of times it's just that we as humans don't read our dog correctly.
Yeah. Now, I told you I'm going to ask you a very hard question, and the question is can all dogs be trained?
All dogs can be trained, no matter what age. Even senior dogs can be trained. And it just, sometimes you need someone to help you in that training. If you haven't been around dogs very much, if it's a new dog to the community, sometimes having a professional come in and help you really makes a difference.
Of course, I'm the host of the show, so I get to ask the questions I want to answer, but I have a pet peeve. Should dogs ever jump on people?
No.
That's the thing I hate most about, hey, see a friend, and their dog's jumping, you're smiling, trying to be polite, their dog's jumping, and they're saying, stop it, and they never stop it.
Exactly. And if you have a dog that jumps on you, try letting that dog be less excited at the beginning of greeting someone. Most people coming to our house when Maddie was much younger, we had the same issue. And I kept a box of stuffed animal toys next to the door. Next to the door, so that I could pull one out really quick, put it in her mouth, and say, there, that's for you. And she'd be happy as ever and wouldn't be jumping anymore.
She's kind of distracted in advance. Hey, Marcus, can you bar the door? We have a disobedient pet here, giant tortoise, and he likes to come in the studio during the interview, so Marcus is locking him out over there. Do you do much tortoise training?
No, I've never done tortoises.
Okay. That doesn't seem very trainable, but anyway, yeah, I just drives me crazy, dogs jumping. It's the owner that needs to be trained, I think.
Yes, most of the time. Most of the time it is the owner that needs some help in communicating with the dog what the owner wants. Yelling at a dog doesn't always work, because the louder you get, the more the dog interprets that as excitement, and let's go get ready to walk, let's go get ready to go on a hunt, let's go out of here and do something. So it's really important for the owner to stay calm in that situation and help the dog to be calm too.
Right. Now, who should be calling you for dog training? We're going to talk a bit about seniors and veterans, but just in general, who should be calling you?
Everyone that owns a dog.
Okay.
I don't do aggressive dogs.
Okay.
Because as a senior citizen myself, I don't want to get hurt. And so I gave that up a long time ago, but I have people that I can refer you to.
You used to do that, huh? Aggressive dogs.
A long time ago.
In the day, so to speak.
Yeah, very long time ago. But I do have people I can refer you to if you have a dog with issues and I can't handle it. I'm also a good resource. You can call and get help over the phone and get a few names for you to explore.
Okay, very good. Now, here's, by the way to reach you. Call her, 369-6466. Call Don Lawrence, 559-369-6466. Or you might just start with the website, Happy Dogs. HappyDogBasics.com. It's hard for you to say happy dog, not dogs, but HappyDogBasics.com. She has one-on-one instruction, program designed to fit your needs. There's discounts available, especially for disabled veterans who are free.
Yes.
Well, we're going to talk about that in a couple of minutes. Go to that next slide. We're going to whip through some of these special task training. Let's talk about that for a minute.
I do offer help with service dog training, and one of my dogs is an epileptic alert dog, and the one I have here is utility. In other words, she helps me stabilize my walking, and she opens doors for me. She picks up things for me. So,
well, I'm amazed by what a dog can be trained to do, from sniffing out drugs to sniffing out bombs to, as we talked to a friend of mine, his dog tells him he's about to have an epileptic seizure, to stabilizing people. That's why, because they can be trained, that's why I'm always shocked when I see a dog disobeying. Like the owner on the leash and the dog's dragging them. I think, why are you letting your dog do that? Or you open the door, the dog knocks you over to get out the door. Things like, all that should be trained out of them or out of the owner, I guess.
And I think it's a misconception on the owner's part that a dog can't do anything but be that.
Right.
And so then the dog gets away with it. And a lot of times the owner just needs to be helped and guided through how to get across the message. I feel like sometimes I'm a dog interpreter. I interpret things for the dog to the owner and for the owner to the dog.
Yeah. It dawned on me sitting here. We've talked many times, but dogs aren't born to be a drug-sniffing dog or a bomb dog. They're trained.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
Now, seniors and dogs. When you say senior dog, are you talking about an old dog or a senior person or both?
I'm talking about both. I'm a senior citizen with a senior dog. My dog is 11 years old, and she's still serving, and she's still also in semi-retirement right now. But I also want to point out that if you are a senior and you do want companionship and you feel like you can't have a dog because of your age and the fact that you're worried about what will happen if something happens to you, then go down to any of the rescues in town and get a senior dog. Our senior dogs deserve to have a little bit of respect, not just dumped off because they're old. We don't like that when people do it to us, just dropping us off and saying, well, have fun. And neither do our dogs. So, and it's more important for you, if you're a senior, don't get a puppy. Please don't get a puppy, because they're too much.
They're a lot of work, aren't they?
A lot of work. And
my chocolate lab that I got as a puppy, somehow he is trained to chew up garden hoses. That was his trick. And I don't know who trained him to that. I sure couldn't train him not to. But, yeah, puppies have a lot of problems.
They do.
Are a lot of trouble. They're great. The puppies are great. And they're so
the potty
adorable,
training is always a hassle. And there's a bunch of stuff that a puppy does that just is hard on a senior citizen. But if you go down and get a dog over 6 years old who needs a home, you've saved that dog's life, and you've gotten a companion for the rest of his life.
Is an older dog going to be a little calmer, maybe?
And an older dog is
he's
definitely
old and tired, just like us.
Calmer and quieter. And
I don't know if you're going to be able to do it maybe with that far camera over there, Marcus. It'd be great if we could tilt it down and get a little shot of this dog.
Yeah.
We're not good at moving cameras. You may have to go all the way around. Sorry, Marcus. We'll fill the airtime while he does that.
I do want to mention that if you are a veteran, Happy Dogs supports all veterans. We give a 15% discount if you are a veteran of any of the services, or you're in search and rescue, or you are an emergency support staff. That's doctors, nurses, whatever. And then we offer free dog lessons. If you are a disabled vet and you want to have a trained dog, just give us a call. We have a program that will pay for your lessons. They will be free to you as a disabled vet.
What would a disabled vet, how can a dog help a disabled vet?
If you're in a wheelchair, the dog can be trained to pull you. When you want to have a little more mobility, it can be trained to pick things up for you. It can be trained to help keep you calm in certain situations. Yeah,
I've known, many people with PTSD.
Yes.
And that dog could be helpful?
Yes, very helpful. And a lot of those dogs are trained to help you, remind you, sit down, you're safe, it's okay, everything's going to be fine.
There's your dog on TV. Look at that.
There.
And your dog's name is?
Maddie.
And how long have you had Maddie?
I've had her for almost 10.5 years.
And Maddie, when you said her name, she really looked up there, didn't
Yeah.
she?
It's okay, babe.
Now, you say when somebody gets a dog, maybe it's a good idea to talk to you.
Yes. If you're planning on getting a dog, call me, and we do have a service where we can actually help match a dog to you by matching energy to energy and personality.
So I was going to say, should they call you before they get a dog?
Yeah, they can
Especially
call
a
before.
senior. I'm thinking of
Yes.
seniors today.
Yes.
You might say, well, what do you want a dog for? Well, company. I mean, it's great to talk to the dog, have a dog to talk to. You sit on the couch, the dog hops up and sits by you if that's okay. I don't know. Is that a good dog or a bad dog?
It's all up to the person when it comes to whether they're on beds and furniture. My dog, as big as she is, she doesn't get on our furniture, but she does sleep with us every night at the foot of the bed.
Okay.
So, and I think we are lost when she decides to get off the bed some nights.
But the owner of the dog should decide if the dog should be on the couch or not.
Yes.
The dog shouldn't be making those
No.
decisions. Okay.
No.
The other thing is that I don't hear so well, and as we become seniors, we don't. The dog could alert you to
Yes.
people at the door or
Yes,
something like
if
that?
you have any deafness, the dog can be trained to alert to someone at your door, or they can be trained to get you if the phone rings and that kind of thing.
Very good. Let's look at this Christmas slide here. Santa.
Every year we have a special occasion. It's the first weekend in December. This year is December 2nd and 3rd, and we have Santa Claus, and he comes and takes care of the dogs. And as you can see from the picture, he loves dogs, and you can either elect to have a picture with Santa, or you can elect to have a holiday picture
Holiday picture.
taken. Yes,
That's a
yes.
really nice picture. The photographer is good, the Santa's
yes,
good, the background's good.
yes,
The dogs
and-
seem pretty good too, huh?
And we have a great photographer. The sitting fee is $20. He gives you 10 to 100 pictures,
That's nice, yeah.
just depending on what he sees.
Okay, good. Now, is that going to be on a certain day or
Yes, it's on Friday and Saturday, the first weekend in December.
Friday and Saturday? And they should call it a regular number, right? The
Yes,
559-369-6466.
Yes, yes, and they'll get a hold of us, and we'll get them an appointment. It's done by appointment that
That's
weekend.
great.
And
$20, that's really good.
it is. It's very good.
Anything else you want to tell our viewers?
Just, I want everyone to know that you should have a happy dog day.
Happy Dog Day. That is what we're going to have. I'm Mike Briggs. Our guest is Dawn Lawrence with Happy Dog Basic Obedience. Call her up. If you're going to get a dog, call her up when you get the dog. She's a dog interpreter. We'll be back with more Central Valley Talk right after this.